We as humans, we are spending too much time just constantly looking what others are doing and worrying about them and constantly comparing, analyzing, not being with ourselves, focusing on ourselves, what truly matters, what you truly can control. It doesn't matter what the others have or what kind of journey they have. Why do you care about those things so much? It doesn't benefit you any way to do that. The goal is to you to become so satisfied being with you and appreciating everything that is, that you are just happy for others when they succeed and achieve something meaningful in their life, instead of constantly hating and seeing those things as a threat to you. Ultimately, we have so little time in this life, and all those times and energy and efforts that you are spending just focusing on others, you are taking away from yourself. And actually the true way you to achieve all those things that you are jealous about others is you to stop being so jealous and focusing on those things and just focusing on doing instead of just analyzing and looking and comparing. It is only about you and your journey with yourself, with your creator. All those others, you just have to see them as motivation to you and be happy for others. And of course that is hard, and we are so many ways selfish and like to be the best in everything, but if you truly want to achieve something instead of just imagining it, you have to stop focusing on others so much, only using that some kind of motivation to you, but there is also those limits for you to do that too. Ultimately you just never know anything about others so much, only you know yourself and your journey and everything that you have. You are constantly depriving yourself from enjoying this life and see all those positives when you're constantly comparing yourself not to the worst one but to the best one. So you are ultimately constantly just comparing yourself to some kind of fake best version of all of those others. And you have to understand that there is always somebody ahead of you in better place, and you can't be always the best in every scenario, in every way. So in that sense, it is completely useless to compare yourself if you are just putting yourself down and constantly seeing everything as negative and what you are lacking instead of what you are having. So many things that are going for you so much better. And we are so many ways different also that, like I have said many times, we should always focus on our strengths and unique abilities. We can't be everything to everyone. We are not perfect. And it's supposed to not be the goal for us. We should only embrace who we are and try to get everything out from what we have. Embrace our uniqueness, bring our own unique contribution. And that can only happen when we are focusing on ourselves and being with ourselves. There we can find true happiness, answers, satisfaction. We don't constantly have to compare ourselves to others, and we can truly be happy for everything, because only one who we are comparing to is ourselves. And if you're just willing to move forward and working, you're constantly improving, being better version, and then you are constantly satisfied when you can see that you are constantly better than the earlier version of you. And that should be your fuel of your life, to something that keeps you motivated. And then things naturally fall into place, and actually you found yourself in so many ways in better place and ahead of so many of those others, even if that is not your goal. So when, in a sense, when you are not trying, you are gaining everything. How ironic that is. But that is how it is. But truly, the most hurtful, something that destroys in so many ways your complete life is, and wasting your time is, to use your time and energy and effort trying to put others down and trying to constantly compare yourself and act that something that you are not for others. Trying to give that fake image to others, to this world, instead of actually doing what is meaningful and necessary, and where you can find true lasting happiness. Being with you and doing what feels right to you, and seeing all those beautiful things in you and trying to improve constantly. And then when we do that, we can all come together and bring our own contribution to everything. Then everything will work together so much better. We all have our own journeys. It is not a competition between others. We are always, everybody in different places and times in our journeys, and you can't be ahead of everybody, like I have said. So you should just take the motivation, if you're just looking those others, and try to learn from those that are somewhere ahead of you, and try to help those that are behind you. You can free yourself so many ways when you just somewhere let go. And if all those comparisons give you just worry, just keep you focused on all those negatives, and keep you stuck, and what you focus on, you will create more in your life. That is just how this world works. So I truly hope that you can take a good look at your life and how you are going and where are you focusing on. And after all, we have this limited time in this earth, this possibility, and you should be always careful where you place your time and effort. What is truly useful, that you have to ask yourself and analyze yourself, making sure that you always are using your time and effort to something beneficial, something that is worth your time and take you higher instead of lower. And I hope that you truly can understand these things and integrate into these in your life. But I'm so thankful always to give these videos, try to share knowledge and help each other as we all should. And if you're interested about personal coaching, I'm also offering that constantly. If you have any kind of problems in certain kind of areas in your life. But I truly thank you being with me today and hope you all the best and hopefully see you next time. Take care.